Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I just got back from school today. It's my first day of the spring semester, so if I'm not uploading all that much, then I do apologize. And then because of my work schedule, I'm not really going to be uploading a skit at the same usual time. I'll probably be uploading it a lot sooner, but yeah, I'll try and get it out whenever I can. But now I'm gonna have school start. I mean, I had school like the last 6 weeks, but it was online class, and I was able to get away with not doing a decent amount of the work. But I mean, I did the work obviously, but I was able to create more time better. But now I've got school starting up. I got class. Well, I have one in-person class and 3 online classes. But I will definitely make time to get back on here and talk with you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna do another tier list. I did a Girl Scout cookies tier list, and I mean, the few people that actually watched it seemed to, like the idea of a tier list. And asked that I do, like potentially Smash waifu tier list, SMG4 character tier list. As you can tell by the title of this video and the thumbnail, which you may or may not like or agree with, we are going to be doing SMG4 characters. So with that being said, you guys, let's get this show on the road. My dog just looked up at me. She thought I was talking to her. This is Ollie, for those of you that don't know. Say hi, Ollie. She says hi. She's too shy. She's a little shy, but anyways, we're back here at the tier list, and she's probably going to be rubbing up. Yeah, okay, hi. So we're at the tier list, and this is kind of what it looks like right now. I kind of just put all these characters here in the Dafook category because I don't really know where to put them. They're not really like characters that held much or significant value to me, at least. So here's how the tiers look. We have the characters up here. If I put them up here, that means I think they are the supreme, the god tier of all characters. Below that, we have the characters that I think are amazing. After that, it's the characters that I think are better than most. And then we have the characters that are certainly not the worst, but they're characters that I certainly would not take over a lot of other people, ahead of them. And then at the bottom, we have the characters that I think are dog water. No offense to my doggos. It's okay, Ollie. It's okay. I don't mean to talk about you in a derogatory way. Alright, so I think starting off with the tier list, this is Zero. He wasn't a dog water character. I mean, he wasn't a bad villain by any means. I think from a villain standpoint, just an overall character, feel like we didn't get to see too much of him. I mean, yeah, we had kind of like a movie and then a little bit of an arc to see him. Actually, I think we had 2 movies where we saw him. Well, we saw him in one movie. We didn't really see him in the other one. I think for Zero, I think I'll put him in certainly not the worst, but he certainly was not the best. Like, he's not a character I would, take over a lot of other characters. After that, we got Belle. Certainly not the worst. The only reason I put her here is because we haven't seen a whole lot of her. Like, she was used, it's like she's used for, like, one video and then she's ditched for the next. It's like the rest of the side cast. It's unbelievable. After Belle, we have Bob Supreme. He's used almost all the freaking time, or more often than a lot of other characters, but his humor is just top-notch. One of the funniest characters on the channel, in my opinion. After that, we got Kirby. Dafook, like, didn't really hold too much value to me either. I don't get it. After that, we got SMG4's character. I think he's amazing. I think the life and the character that Luke brings into this guy is absolutely great. The humor is solid. I love his overall character. And I mean, he's the creator. But this is just my opinion. I'm going to put him in amazing because he is amazing. After that, we got Donkey Kong. I mean, didn't really. I don't want to put him in Dafook. I guess I will because he doesn't really. I don't know. He's not really like a main guy to me. He's just there, I don't know. After that, we got Dr. Egad. Certainly not the worst. I mean, I didn't really care too much for Egad. I mean, he's not bad, but he can most certainly be a lot better. After that, we got I'm pretty sure that's FM. Again, him, and I guess we'll get X out of the way too. Didn't really care too much for these characters, but I mean, these characters aren't really used anymore. It's a shame. Like, I want to put him higher, but there are certain characters that he doesn't even use. After that, we got Axel, a character that was used quite a lot for his death. And for all you shippers out there, notice what I did. I put Axel and Melanie here, and then later in the list, you'll see that I put Mario and Meggy together, just for your guys' satisfaction. Okay, not because I'm secretly affiliated with it. Anyways, we got Axel. I thought Axel was a solid character. I think he was better than most. You know, he wasn't necessarily the most funny character, but he was caring, and I definitely think he was a really, really solid character before he, clap. Anyways, moving on, we got Melanie. I don't know how I feel about Melanie. I don't think she's supreme. I think, honestly, I don't know. Here, I think she's better than most. I definitely think we could still see a lot more from her. But I don't think she's a bad character by any means. For sure. 100%. Moving on, we got Fishy Boopkins. Honestly, certainly not the worst, but I don't know. Boopkins doesn't really stand out to me. I think even with his new design, I don't know. The personality that they gave him to me was just, it didn't really tickle my pickle, you know? Moving on, we got Desty, rival of Meggy's before she, it's crazy how both Axel and Desty died to a blade. Desty died to a very schlong blade, and Axel died to a decent sized blade, you know? For Desty, I thought she was definitely better than most. I like Desty. Desty was a great character before she passed. I really would have loved to see how she would have, came about in this new thing, new SMG4. After Desty, we got Jub. Certainly not the worst. Another character that isn't really used all too much. Sometimes he's used when his brother is used, but overall, it's just like, I don't really. No. It's okay. I'm here. It's okay. Stop. She's getting upset over something that isn't there. You love dogs, right? Anyways, moving on, we got Jeeves. I don't know. I don't really feel too strongly about him anymore. Even though he is on the poster, and I liked him in Mario. Mario was in Baldi's Basics. Certainly not the worst, I guess. He was pretty solid, but okay. Do you guys want to go out or what? I'm trying to do something here. You guys want to go out? Come on. Alright. Sorry about that. Even though I know my dog Luna is just going to go and open my door again because I taught her how to open doors. The blessings and cursings of my teachings. Anyways. Moving on, we got Shy. I think this is the Gatos Shy Guy. I don't know. I thought it was better than most. I liked him. The funny Shy Guy, yeah, toast! I thought he was funny. Moving on, we have the little Ouija dolls. I don't really care for them. The Fook, I don't really know. I don't even know why they're there. Up next, we got Mr. Monitor. I like Mr. Monitor. He's better than most. I don't know. Even though he's not used as much anymore, it's like, I don't know, dude. It's a lot like a lot of other characters. Like Kaizo or Bell. You want to see more from them, and they're used in one stint. But I don't know. Mr. Monitor will always just stick out to me. Or How Monitor. After that, we got Greg. Greg is a god. And he's better than most. 100%. Greg is a Giga Chad. Greg is phenomenal. Greg was a best buddy. Greg was our boy. It's a shame that he died. May he rest in peace. Moving on, we have the old man. Hi there, young people. This is my terrible old person impression. I don't know. I don't really feel too strongly about him either. The Fook, I guess. And again, this is not like, not a bad tier to be in. It's just like, I don't really know where to put you. I don't really have too strong of feelings about you, so I'm going to put you there. After that, we got Peach, dog water. Absolutely terrible, freaking biatch, Cannot stand her. Cannot stand her at all. Personality sucks. Moving on, we got Rob. Another character that certainly isn't the worst, but I wish they would use him a lot more. It's mainly like the side cast I have a problem with. I mean, yeah, I understand you can't use every single character, but like, it's just, I don't know, man. That's probably the one thing I don't like about SMG4 is the fact that they use so many characters, and it's like, they can't use all of them, so it's like, they like pick and choose, and then they neglect some characters, and like they focus mainly on the main cast, and then they're like, oh crap, I forgot we had these side characters. It's kind of like with Rob. That's Rob, really. Or they bring him in for specials. Like, that's really it. Up next, you got Rosalina. What the hell? I didn't think Rosalina was in here. I don't know. I like Rosalina overall, but I didn't think she was in SMG4. Moving on, we got Chris, and I guess we get Swag and Chris out of the way, because they kind of go hand in hand. These characters, they're amazing. These characters are freaking great. Actually, you know what? Swag and Chris, you both are supreme. I feel like this is a tandem. It's 1-1. Like, they go together so well. Just the comedic relief that Swag provides. Like, he's like the outgoing, cool best friend, and Chris is the introvert. He's like, oh, Jesus, cramming Swag. It's absolutely hilarious. And Swag, I don't know. He's the comedic relief. He's the normal one that, like, yeah, he has his funny moments. But, like, these two go hand in hand. So I feel like putting them in the same tier together would just make a lot of sense. After those two, we have Susan. I almost forgot her name. You know what? Because if Susan does see this video, I don't want her to say anything to me. Certainly not the worst. I don't know. She's not really used a whole lot in the series anymore. But I mean, she was just like a put-in character for the YouTube arc, and then for the 10-year anniversary special, which I have hung up on my poster. Again, if this channel does get to 5,000 subscribers, I will do a house tour, or at least a tour of my room, my newly modeled room. All right. Moving on, we got Shroomy, a character that I don't really care. Again, not really too fond of. Certainly not the worst. I know I seem to be putting them a lot in here. But I have my particular, people. SMG1 and SMG2. I don't know. They were good people to put in here. I'll put them in 1 and 2. I felt like they were good. I don't know how to describe it. They're great, like, not placeholders, but, like, great people to, like, tell about the danger, like the danger that is SMG0. And, like, the Day of Reckoning is here. They seem like the crazy bunch, and then they came out and actually were, like, very sane and very cool, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's where I'd put them. Moving on, we got Psycho. Partially because I don't want to die, I'm going to put her in Amazing. No, I'm kidding. I'm not pressured. I don't feel pressure to put her here. I genuinely think that she's an amazing character. Criminally underrated, I must add, for sure. Also, I want to wish a happy 5 years to Psycho. I know I didn't do that on my community tab, and I might get raped for that. Pause. But I want to wish her a happy 5 years and tell her that she's a really amazing character. Again, criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. She's always been underrated. Probably always will be underrated. But you know what? She's got my respect. She's my girl. You know what? Moving on, we got Toad. Another character that I think is pretty cool. I'm actually going to put Toad in better than most. I definitely think that Toad is another guy who's comedic relief at times, at least in the old SMG4. Now, I don't think he's really used all that much. I mean, he's still used, but he's not, like, the same. Next up, we got Toadsworth. Just, I don't know. Partially because I want to fill up some space, and I didn't really like him here. I don't really like him in SMG4. That's just my opinion, honestly. Moving on, we got, I think that's Frankie. Frankie was a funny character. I liked him. He certainly wasn't the worst. But I mean, I think I'd take a lot of other characters over him. Next up, we got Wario and Waluigi. Another great duo of just comedic relief. Really amazing guys. Waluigi, I feel like Waluigi though, I think Waluigi is actually pretty amazing. Because he actually went through some stuff. And Wario, another guy, comedic relief. No, wait. Can I not put him on this? Yeah, okay, cool. I can. So I'm going to put Wario in great, better than most and amazing. Even though I could put these guys hand in hand because they are a great combo. For me, like Waluigi, he went through and he had his arc. He had an arc where people didn't like him. He felt just hated, and then Wario came in and just, saved him. I feel like Wario is better than most, but Waluigi holds a special place in my heart. After that, we got Wimpu. Dude, this dude is hardly ever used, and when he is used, he's one of my least favorite characters. I do not like Wimpu. I really don't like Wimpu one bit. All right, I guess I shouldn't say I hate him. I take him over Peach, but he's just a weirdo. I get that's how his character is portrayed, but honestly, if there's one character that I'm like they don't use him, and I don't really care for him, it's Wimpu. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, I don't know. I guess the Kirby of SMG4, like, nobody really, like, at least for me, I wouldn't be upset. I know, like, there are Kirby lovers out there, and if you are one of those people, fantastic. I know that's probably not the best analogy. I had an analogy for Wimpu, but I just couldn't think of it off the top of my head. But I'm like, okay, I don't know anybody that plays Kirby, and I don't know anybody that likes Wimpu. At least that's a favorite character for me. Moving on, we got SMG3. Went through another arc, and I think he's an amazing character. Provides some comedic relief, and is definitely one of my favorites. And you know what? For all the SMG3, SMG4 shippers, I'm going to put these two next to one another. This is dedicated to the shippers, I'm dedicating some of these pairings to the shippers. I'm for some of you guys, Moving on, we got Chodet, Biatch. Moving on, we got Yoshi, the master of tax evasion. Bro, you gotta open a class. You gotta show me how to do some of this. Holy cow. Anywho, not trying to get any ideas. I think Yoshi's definitely better than most. I like Yoshi. Okay, we still do have some room. All right, cool. I think this is throwing me off. And plus, where my camera's at, I'm looking at the characters. I'm also trying to look up at this at the same time. Yoshi's a master of tax evasion, and it's just he's a funny character when he's trying to run from the popo. Yoshi. My brother's favorite character is actually Yoshi. Mario character is Yoshi. Yoshi's one of my favorites too, but because my favorite color is red, I obviously have a soft spot for Mario. He's my favorite. Up next, we got Sans. Insert Megalovania music. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to get that stuff stuck inside your head. For the little bit that he was used, he certainly wasn't the worst. I mean, I think I'd take a lot of other characters over him just because it's like he's not used as much, but I like Sans. He's not bad. Up next is Karen. Karen is getting used a lot more. Matter of fact, I think she has been used in a lot more videos than characters like Kaizo, and Belle. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure she has more appearances than Wimpu, Belle, and Kaizo combined in 2023. So I definitely think she's better than most. I definitely think Karen does have some potential, But overall, for me, it's just like, I don't know. Next up, we got Niles. And it's not really his fault, that he was bad. Niles, I actually like Niles. I thought Niles was a pretty amazing character. Actually, I think he was better than most. I think I would take him over a decent amount of people. Niles actually had a very nice, personality, nice motives. It wasn't even his fault, though, like that he turned evil. That I like his voice actor, too, Michael Kovac. Truly did an amazing job with Niles. At least I'm pretty sure it was Kovac, right? Please don't slam me. Please don't slam me for that if I'm wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be. Up next, we have... Oh my god, what the hell? Why can't I think of his name? I saw this movie, and I'm pretty sure I reacted to this too. And it's like... Oh my god, why can't I remember the name? Why can't I remember the name? Anyways, I thought he was... I don't know. I thought he certainly wasn't the worst. And then you have Actual Zero. I thought he was better than most too. They didn't really see a whole lot of him, so I can't really judge him pretty fairly. After that, we got Bowser Jr., the Fook, because I don't know. After that, we got the Box Club leader. I didn't like him. He was weird, in my opinion, and it was just... I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really like him. He's just kind of weirded me out with his obsession with boxes. I like how he's portrayed in Mario Game 2. Alright? The channel Mario Game 2, like, if you're watching this, I love the way that you've portrayed him. Like, you've created mystery around him. I didn't like the way, like SMG4 didn't portray him bad. I didn't like him for me. After that, we got, everybody's favorite shipping, Mario and Meggy. And, they kind of sold the bag, like, in a Valentine's Day special. Again, I'm not mad that they didn't ship Mario and Meggy. I could honestly care less. But I would be happy for all you guys that do care. Like, really care. So, Mario, obviously, elite. Supreme. Why did I say elite? Putting him here. And Meggy, too. Meggy's development, hands down, the best out of any SMG4 girl. She does provide some comedic relief here and there. Mario is the definition of comedic relief. And without him, this channel is just, I don't know. I love Mario. Part of it is because I'm a sucker for Nintendo. Moving on, we have... Alright. Oh, we got a Toad with boobs on his head. I think anybody that wears a hat wearing boobs in their head is ultimately just a Giga Chad. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say on that. Anyways, next up we got Kaizo. I think with the first little bit, they portrayed him as a good character, but dude, they haven't used him in any freaking video, man. I want to love this guy, but he's just, they don't use, I don't know. Certainly not the worst, but he could definitely be better. Up next, we have Boopkin's dad. No, actually, Kaizo's better than most. Boopkin's dad. I like Boopkin's dad. Even though, even the Fook, because I don't know. I don't dislike the guy, but I don't know where to put him. Next up, we got Steve. Steve's an amazing character. I like him. Really a hallmark of not only Minecraft, but really the SMG4 channel. Up next, we have Heavy Squid. Don't really care for him too much either. Certainly not the worst, but I don't really care for him. Moving on, we got Luigi. And I think Luigi's an amazing character. Luigi definitely provides some comedic relief. He comes in clutch in big moments and stuff like basketball. The first SMG4 video of 2023. I thought it was really nice. I think Luigi's a good character. Don't be sad, Luigi. Turn that frown upside down. Okay. Hopefully you guys got the ASDF movie reference. Moving on, we have this bozo-looking clown. I'm kidding. I know who he is. I've seen him before. Certainly not the worst, but I feel like you could use him a little bit more. And I know I sound like a broken record when I say that, but there's just so many characters on here that I'm like, I want to love them, and I want to put them higher. But they just don't. It's like they go to the character for one single thing, like a special or one random episode, and then they just leave him for the next, 6 months. That's an exaggeration, but you get the point. Up next, we got Francis, Dogwater. I didn't think thinking back on it, that guy was just a sadistic freak. He was a genocidal, he was a genocidal mass murderer, dude. I understand, why, your obsession with waifus, but it's an unhealthy obsession. It's just so bad. Up next, we got Heavy. Heavy, I like Heavy. Heavy's amazing. Yes. I definitely like him. He's better than most. Amazing guy overall. Up next, we got Big SMG4. Supreme. Big SMG4 reigns supreme. Schlong SMG4. That's right, I'm calling him Schlong SMG4 because he's probably got a massive schlong. I want to take whatever pills you're using. I'm going to put you in amazing. That's it. Moving on, we got Tari. Tari, I think, is another amazing character. Reminds me a lot of myself. Very, very relatable. Very, very relatable. That's why I'm putting her here. Hopefully I don't get any hate for putting Melanie lower than the other SMG4 girls. I love Melanie, but I definitely think you could... I don't know. I'm a little more familiar with Meggy, Psycho, and Tari. Plus, Psycho needs some love, you know? Up next, we got Sonic. Another character that certainly isn't the worst. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about him. After that, we got Master Hand. Masturbating Hand. I'm gonna put him in I don't know where to put him. Here? I guess. I don't know where to put him. Up next, we got Dr. Eggman. Better than most. Actually, I'll put Sonic here too. Snooping is as usual, I see. And then Sonic is just the blue blur. And he's apparently Swag's waifu. I guess. Oh my god. Swag, you're ridiculous. Up next, we got Mr. Miyamoto. Miyamoto is kind of a plug-in character. He's certainly not the worst. But he could definitely be better. After that, we got Funky Kong. I don't know if I would take him over Zero as far as his villain goes. No, I wouldn't. Certainly not the worst. After that, we got this old geezer. Who is certainly not the worst. But do I think he's dog water? No. I don't think he's the worst. Next up, we got Bowser. Bowser's my daddy. Better than most. I like Bowser. He's an interesting character. He wants to be a great father figure. He's got, 8 or 9 kids. He's got a bunch of Koopalings. But it seems like every time he's like, oh, shoot, I gotta go get the milk. Anyways, that's all I had to say. And I think that's it for all the characters. Alright, so to recap real quick. In Dogwater, I got Peach, Toadsworth, Wimpu, Toadette, Box Club Leader, and Francis. The characters that I think certainly are not the worst. Belle, Zero, Dr... Why the hell can't I remember his name? Egad. Professor Egad. X and FM, Boopkins, and Jub, Jeeves, Rob, Susan, Shroomy, Frankie, Sands. I will get to his name in a second. The red avatar is the other avatar. I'm gonna call him that. Anybody give me the name in the comments below? I feel like an idiot right now. Heavy Squid, the Clown, Miyamoto, Lawyer Kong, and the old geezer, the old mushroom geezer. Anyways, and then better than most, we got Axel, Melanie, Dusty, French Toast Guy, Howl Monitor, Greg, SMG1 and 2, Toad, Wario, Tax Evasion Master, Yoshi, Karen, Niles, Zero, Kaizo, Eggman, Sonic, and Bowser. In the amazing category, I've got SMG4, SMG3, Psycho, Waluigi, Steve, Luigi. I almost said Waluigi twice. Wow. Heavy, Shlong SMG4, and Tari. Oops. And in the Supreme category, I got Bob, Chris, Swag, Mario, Meggy, Boob Toad, and Big SMG4. Alright, I think that's gonna just about do it. This is the one, this is the tier list. SMG4, only main characters, tier list, new characters, 2023. Yeah, that's total BS, because you have some of the old characters, and you have some characters that I don't even know how to rank them. It's just my opinion. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys fell for the Meggy clickbait, you guys, I got you so good. I think I'm getting better at this thumbnail thing, you know? So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, you already know what to do. Be sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe if you're new, and click the notification bell to get all the latest news on all my latest content. I might actually put Melanie in there too. Even though I didn't put her in dog water, I might do it just for the clickbait. But yeah, with that being said, you guys, this is Jake Scout 26, signing off.